Good morning, afternoon, night, ladies and gentlemen. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. We got ourselves a taboo for kind at hand, mostly, and we need to talk about the differences between the real one and the clones. At the same time, there's a Centennial to be had. The 100th video on this channel. I still can't believe it. Oh my god, bro. But anyway, without wasting any time on a pocket watch, let me just say one thing. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Flandre, back with something. Actually, no, I can't even say that. I have to say, herewith. This is actually like a video that I've never really made before, but it's important because, you've got issues going on with Goodsmile right now. You got the issues of fake Flandre clones on the market and, figurines of the sort, okay? And I want to talk about it because it's important.
Or if you just want to see me burn it, here's the timestamps.
So, probably from looking at them, you can tell which one, a base aside, which one is the real one and which one is the fake one, right? And so, we got this right here. This was a, quote, Nendoroid that I picked off of eBay for 20 bucks off of bid, because I was like, oh, it's only $20, it wouldn't hurt, real or not, I don't really care. And it ended up being fake. And oh my god, bro. Dude, you can tell just looking at the whole thing, it looks expired, bro. Oh my god. And so it bothered me so much just seeing it on my shelf. I'm like, you know what? I can't live, having some fake Nendoroid on my shelf. So I went ahead and bought the real one, right? But it's like, now that I have both here, for people who might not know the differences between the box, maybe they get a chance to look at the figurine. I want to point out the differences. They're ones that I see, at least, to help make buyers make informed decisions. And even looking at the back, you can tell, oh my gosh. Did you bleach your hair? Like, what kind of hole did you crawl out of? What kind of hole did you crawl out of, bruh? These expired wings, this expired hairdo. You got Marissa Stan down there. Oh my gosh. Disastrous. So the first difference I want to talk about is actually more with the texture, not really on the arms and the dress or anything else really, but the face. And you can tell on the real one, it's kind of hard to see from here if it focuses. Oh wait, that's why I put these here. That, of course, a regular Nendoroid face, right? If you've bought Nendoroids before, then that kind of look that they should have. It all kind of blends into itself. Versus on the fake one, the eyes almost look like they're like a sticker, like put on, but you can kind of see it more easily here, especially on this eye right here, right? Where it's like, it's kind of hard to tell from here. And it's like, I almost thought it was a sticker at first and I tried to peel it off, but like, it's on there. It is literally on there. Actually, let me try scratching it right now. I could get a little bit off, and that's why there's an F on top, because it's the fake one. But that's what the pencil was able to do. So, I don't know. Not too bad. And it's like, maybe it's harder to tell on camera, and you can't really tell like the hands, the dress. There are like small differences that you can see. There we go. Versus the fake one, and then the real one right here. Very minor, but it's like, I wouldn't notice that on the first glance. If anything, I would notice, can I zoom in more? This section right here, compared to right here, you can see that there's some paint that's kind of like coming out. But it's like, I wouldn't immediately notice that, right? I'd only notice that if I was really looking. The face, for sure, would be the first thing that you would notice. Next is the wings, which, you've probably already noticed this. There's two aspects about them. Not only the color of each crystal, but the black, the paint that's, dripping into it, like it's bending in the ink machine or something going on like that. And it's like, wow, actually looking at this now, that's terrible. Bro. I can see how I wouldn't notice this on the first thing, right? Because the very first time that I saw this, it was in the box, right? But it's like, having the figurine in my hands, I should have noticed that, versus on the real one. Of course, it's clean, it's whatever. And at first, I was confused because I figured, oh, well, this is an older Nendoroid, right? I don't know if this one has ever been re-released. Oh, I know it has. I think it has. And so maybe there are just older, like, mistakes, on a legitimate one. But no, there are no mistakes on it. This is literally just, it's literally just a fake one. And then the crystals themselves, right? And I know it's harder to tell here, but if you look at the colors on the real one, of course they're colorful, And then you get over here, and then you get over here. Oh, wait, dude, not only is the shape just a little bit different if you put them side by side, but it's the colors. Like, look at they're supposed to be orange, yellow, and green. That green is expired. That green, those crystals are straight up expired. And it's the same on both sides if I rotate it, right? In case you're wondering, right? Yeah, in case you're wondering, they look the exact same, right? The actual wings themselves, I mean, there's no difference in like actual material or anything like that. I mean, they both feel sturdy. You can only really tell by looking at them. Where there is a difference in material, however, is this this bent, I call it like a fence thing. I really don't know what this thing is called, but you can kind of, I want to zoom in. Can you see the texture that well? Maybe I'll put them side by side later if I decide this is bad. But for one of them, you can tell that it's, oh, this is a legitimate one versus this fake one that I can like literally like bend with my fingers, and it is so bad, right? That you can tell night is day, and you can see I put the silver thing to indicate that it was fake on there. That one looks different. That one looks like some plastic piece that I would pick up off the street versus this one. I don't know what the difference in material is, but you can tell, oh, you know, this one right here is, you know, legitimate or whatever. Then very quickly, I mean, you probably already noticed this one already, right? The hair! The hair on this is expired and dead. And it's like, dude, oh my God. Not only is this hair, you know, expired and dead and discolored, but if you try to put, I've tried to put it on other Nendoroid heads or faceplates that I've had, right? And it doesn't go on! It doesn't go on some of them. And it's like, yes, I know that the shape is different for some, but it's weird. It fits very specifically to, oh, you know what's funny? I didn't even try putting it on this one, but it's just very different. And it's like, I don't really know why that would be. I mean, they're shaped almost the same way. I mean, it's a little different, but I mean, still, right? Still, there's some weirdness going on with this hair right here. And then last would be the bonnet, right? You know, speaking of hair. And you notice that mine has more of like a pinkish like tint to it versus this one actually just looks dirty. And it's, I mean, I swear to God, it's not dirty. I did clean. It did look dirty when I got it, which was another red flag. And so I cleaned it with, I cleaned it with soap. I cleaned it with a, like a soapy thing or whatever, right? And it still looks like this. And the inside, you know, is the exact same way. Where it's like, oh, you can tell that there's like, you know, some coloration bleeding there. That doesn't bother me too much. I mean, I wouldn't really care. But I mean, if I had to tell you, oh, you know, which one's real and which one's fake, I mean, I'd obviously choose this cleaner looking one. You know, the tint is more even, and stuff like that. And as for this little, I don't know what this is called here. Virtually no difference, at least to me, as I look at it now. Oh yeah, they look the exact same. But, oh, I mean, I see this. Now I see this. This here. That paint is not totally even like it is here. That's another difference.
Now, one thing I forgot to bring up earlier was the differences in the box. You see, I showed the fake box earlier on screen, and, you know, looking at it, you know, you wouldn't assume anything's off, anything's weird, you know, it looks, you know, how it should look, right? You know, considering its year, re-release, whatever, right? But if you notice, I mean, you probably didn't, that underneath, you know, whatever the heck that says, her name should be there. Like on the official boxes here, you know, you see her name, you know, Flandre, you know, whatever, no L. But on this fake one, you do not see that. And that did not, of course, that didn't catch my eye at first, you know, when I bought this, you know, I just assumed that, oh, you know, it looks real enough for me, you know, it's in the real box. And I knew that getting it, you know, it would be opened and used. And I'm like, you know what, that's fine. But, yeah, not the real box. Or maybe it is, or maybe it's a misprint. I'm not sure. I mean, it's pretty unlikely, but I don't know. That's for an expert to decide. And so I think the best way, you know, to deal with fake Nendoroids, fake products and whatnot, is to create a public spectacle. Now let me get the lighter fluid.
she is cooked. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, it's like mushy. That's kind of weird. Wow. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh, it's actually just like a burnt marshmallow. That's crazy. Wow. Ew. Oh my god, I can see your insides. That is nasty. Ooh. That's gotta hurt. You know she's in pain. And yeah, the head. They said I should have gone for the... Bro, look. Bro, give me that side eye. Man. That's nasty. Well. That's that.
Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to talk about the Goodsmile data breach. So if you didn't hear, if you didn't know, allegedly about a month ago, Goodsmile US had their database leaked. And it leaked a bunch of full names, email addresses, addresses, IP addresses, whatever, stuff that you ordered. And it's really bad. It's really bad, right? And the company hasn't put out an official statement, at least not as of the time of this video. And that's really sad to see. That's really stupid. I've also been browsing Reddit, trying to investigate the situation. And I see people talking about, oh, my card was canceled. I have fraudulent charges. This happened to me, that happened to me. And it's awful. It's really bad. But it does make me wonder, I need to look into this more, that there's two versions of Goodsmile's site, goodsmile.com and goodsmileus.com. Goodsmile US is the one that had their data leaked, and it's the one I see everybody talking about. But I personally use the Japanese one. I use this, goodsmile.com. And I don't know if its data was leaked, the company hasn't put out a statement or anything. So there's no real way to confirm it. And so I think it's best to assume that, both are unsafe as of right now. And so I encourage you to, check with your bank, check your card, whatever payment method you used, and, see have there been any fraudulent charges, anything that you need to sort out. Because, I've been checking mine personally and I haven't seen anything, but you don't want to end up like these other people. You don't. So if you or someone who has placed an order in the last few months, pre-order, whatever it may be, please check. I also checked my email to see, have I been receiving official emails in the last month? And so far, this is the one I've been getting emails from, for a long time. So it seems fine, at least as far as this goes. And that includes past and current orders of mine. Me personally, I don't think I'm going to use the site again. And you can see that this is a massive problem. So of course people are not going to use the site now, and people will be more prone to using places like Amazon or eBay or maybe other places I haven't even heard of. And so this kind of literacy, can you call it that? Let's call it knowledge, okay? I think is really important to have, especially right now going forward. And just very quickly, if you think that you might have a fake Nendoroid or maybe figurines, but specifically Nendoroids, right? There is a site that I use all the time where I buy individual Nendoroid parts called ChibiChopShop.com. And they have a Discord of, very talented community and people who will help you identify, I want to shop for this Nendoroid, but I'm not sure if it's real or not. Or I have one currently that I think might be fake, the terms and all that of which I bought it are a little sketchy. And they'll help you out. So I'll leave the link in the description of this video so you can go check that out if you wish to. Now, don't get me wrong, right? It's not my first time getting a Nendoroid on eBay, right? I just figured it was real. And, I'm like, oh, $20, I hopped on it. But what if it was something I really wanted? Something I'd be willing to pay like 60 or 80 or even more for, right? And I know some people might be wondering, oh, I did the same thing as you. What if my Nendoroid is actually a fake one? If you couldn't tell by quality alone. Well, now you know what to do.
And that's about it. This is a hobby, near and dear to me, okay? So this is important to me. And, it's probably important to you if you've made it this far into the video, right? And, I just want to raise awareness, to what's going on and all that. And I figured that this is one of the best ways to do that. So if you watch to the end, thank you so much as usual. Your support is always appreciated. And I will see you all again very soon.
That is one big pile of shit.